you learn a lot din kasi about the word because of the origin.
Yeah.
And then from there, you look back and, oh, ganun pala dati.
I like doing that, actually.
Oh, ako rin eh.
Yeah. Saan ba nanggaling ito, no? And paano siya nag-evolve? Ngayon, ganito na siya. Di ba?
Latin words.
Yeah.
I took a bit of Latin in my youth.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a good
I'm an
foundation, by the
ex-seminarian,
way. Yeah. Buti ka na maging pare.
well,
Muntik.
that was a minor seminary, so
You were. Buti na lang pinalabas ka.
I'm excused. Okay, okay. Our guest for today is Clarita Reyes Carlos, Professor Clarita Reyes Carlos. Of course, retired expertise including, among others, foreign policy, geopolitics, Philippine defense, and this a lot of people are not familiar with political psychology and comparative politics.
Policy. Yeah.
We can also go into that because most people would tap you for geopolitics.
It's a little known disciplinary territory.
Mm-hmm. And I understand in 1997 you had a paper on Philippine party system.
Yeah, it's a book actually.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you should also go into that kasi moving forward, a lot of questions on people's minds. Why are we like this? How come we're not changing? How come we're not moving forward? Are we moving forward or back?
Mm-hmm.
So not just geopolitics, Philippine politics and political psychology. Why do Filipinos think this way?
Intertwined.
Diba? So mga ganun bagay. Okay, of course, began teaching political science in 1967 at the age of 20. The year I was born.
And then you were born. That was what? 60 years ago.
4 decades, more than 4 decades teaching, retiring in 2011 after more than 44 years in the classroom. Held prestigious academic chairmanships, including, of course, Elpidio Quirino, Maximo Calao, Professorial Chair, College of Arts and Sciences Alumni Association, and recognized with the Most Outstanding Teacher Award by the University of the Philippines.
The first after
A lot on your bio, a lot on your plate. But, ma'am, let me tell you something that I don't know if people tell you. You know one thing, this is something I appreciate about you whenever we interview you.
Yeah.
Wala kang pakialam kung I don't know the right words, the way of saying it, kung ano itsura mo sa Zoom.
I know, because
Take me for my mind, not for my not for my...
like one channel wanted me to wear something. Sabi ko, mas importante ba sa yung damit ko? I'm out of here, you know. Parang ganun.
Yeah, but
Why?
that's so unusual in broadcast kasi.
Ayoko nga nagme-makeup kasi hindi ako nagme-makeup. I know.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be an issue to begin with. But personally, that's something that I appreciate kasi take me for what I have here.
Just what is
Not
important.
not for here.
That's what's important.
Or for here. Kasi
But of course, you also have to pay attention to decorum.
mhm.
But kasi when I put on makeup, I have to buy something to remove it. Because yes, you cannot remove it by soap.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Ma'am, that's why I just use baby powder.
Ganun
I don't use
lang.
makeup anymore.
Oo.
But anyway,
Ako,
I don't know
ano ko
why you
lang.
want to go into that.
Concession to vanity ko lang is to put a little color in my lips. Otherwise, I will look like
Okay. But you've also made your mark with your not just your wit, but your acerbic language at times. You
Why? Because you're not there to impress with the use of these words. Scholars are supposed to use the most precise word that they can think of. So if you're saying very, 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 why don't you say egregious? Because that word is there anyhow. It's not anything to impress. You know, people think that I'm a scholar, and to the extent I can in fact use the word that appropriately describes something, an event, use it.
Yeah, the appropriate word.
Use it. Ganun eh.
Because it is
scholarship
precision.
is precision, correct. You mentioned the magic word. Scholarship is precision. You know, that's why, because most of our statements are tentative, so you simply say more likely, less likely. You rarely use the verb will, because will is a determination. Diba? You recall in the late 50s, when the scientists discovered the link between excessive smoking and cancer of the lungs, the scientists who were rogue scientists changed the wheel kasi direct talaga yung yung effect
A
to
correlation.
May. Yes.
From a correlation
They're
to a possibility.
From correlation to causation.
Mhm.
Excessive smoking causes lung cancer. Ang ginawa nila, niredact nila yon, nilagay nilang May.
Mhm.
Do you see the
Mhm. Yeah,
tremendous
yeah,
change there?
Yeah.
Which means, sige, mag-smoke ka, Ed ha, bahala ka na sa buhay mo. May eh. You may or may not.
May or may not. It's
Pero,
like a lightning may or may not strike me
the
today.
scientific literature is really causation.
Mhm. Mhm.
Diba?
Mhm.
Like that. So,
But your way with words sometimes gets into people's nerves, which also brought up one question 3 years ago. Who did you step on that resulted in your losing the national security advisor
Yeah.
position?
yeah.
You did mention a few things. You mentioned the military mindset.
No, I said something like, because I also wanted to protect the president and the national security implication of that being ousted from that position, which is just as well when you look back. It's a national security issue. It's the call of the president, and I abide by the president's decision.
Certainly. Mhm.
But of course, personally, I didn't like whoever wanted me out. But it's part of the political game. So, ano naman ako eh.
But you were the first. You were the first. I think civilian in the NSA.
Not the first, I think I was the first woman there.
The first woman, of course,
Yeah.
first woman too.
But it didn't matter. It's like, I was the first president and civilian of the National Defense College.
Yes,
Those
I remember
things
that.
don't matter. Gender and being civilian, those things don't matter. Those
But-
are not predictor variables.
Yeah, but do
know?
you think they mattered to the people who wanted you out?
And not so much that, but the articulations which they interpreted according to what they wanted to interpret. Diba? I declare something and, you have 10 people and they are going to interpret it 10 different ways.
Mhm.
And I really care very little about how people react to my views, so long as they react intelligently.
Mhm.
Ayoko kasi ng bobo eh.
Mhm.
No? Like I put up something like, I don't know, you're my friend on Facebook, diba? Nilagay ko doon. The empirical evidence suggests to you that, kasi parang ginagawang malaking bagay yung aircon yun doon. Sabi ko, kung bobo yung guro.
Kahit aircon ang
Di ba?
classroom.
Nakita mo?
Oo, nakita
Oh, I
ko yun.
got a lot of a problem. Sabi ko, nung una kasi, wala lang, niyayamot lang ako, hindi ako sumasagot. Then palala ng palala yung no? Sinagot ko na nga, sabi ko, tanga ka ba?
But that makes sense. I mean,
Di ba?
komportable nga yung mga bata, pero may nakukuha ba sila?
Precisely. Kasi sabi ko nga, miski nasa under papaya tree yan,
Mm.
kung marunong ang guro, meron siyang mastery of the subject matter. And it's just me. It's the empirical literature. Gusto mong bungguin yon, bigyan mo ako ng counter data. Ganon yung ganon yung talakayan eh. Huwag mo akong murahin, minumura nila ako. And siyempre,
But that's
tao
social
lang
media.
naman ako. It's neither here nor there. So sabi ko nga, ang bungguin niyo yung empirical evidence.
Mhm.
Di ba, nasaan sabi ko, mag-research ka, ginawa mo pa akong researcher. Di ba? Kalkalin mo yung literature. Hindi ba? Hello.
Okay. Well, but I like to go back to that later. I'll just park that muna. Pero I'd still like to pursue that question. So, ma'am, kasi among the things that I dug up in looking at the reasons why you were asked to leave, among the cited reasons were number one, there are some people who were not comfortable with you not being a part of the military, and there was also a kind of gender discrimination of sorts.
Plus that, more, well, because my memos to the president are all secret, so I don't know that.
Mhm.
More when I continue to be interviewed and people interpreted it as being pro-China.
Mm.
That's exactly the fundamental issue why people wanted me out. And I said, I can't be pro or anti anything. I'm a scholar.
Mhm.
Sinusundan ko lang yung datos eh. Whenever I see the data, sinasabi ko siya, ito yun. If the data are absent, I shut up.
Mhm.
Ganun lang naman eh. It's one of the best professions is really to be a scholar, Ed. Kasi pag nandun yung empirical evidence, you declare it. Pag absent siya, then you shut up. Pag colliding yung evidence, then you say, alam mo, colliding yung evidence.
Mhm.
No, ito yon. Then bahala kung sino man yung magko-consume ng produkto mo, bahala siya mag-choose niyan.
Mhm.
Di ba?
But doesn't it make you wonder na in the previous administration, they did not have that kind of same attitude towards the administration that was, at least by appearances, and from the criticisms that they've been getting, more pro-China.
Um, well, maybe because for one, and this is not, to put me in a pedestal or anything. I'm already known at the time. Yeah, I've been interviewed since the 70s, no? Pinapanganak noon na ano. So, alam na nila yung tono ko that I'm left of center. All scholars are left of center. Because
That's why.
we want to reform society. Kung hindi kami left of center, sino kami?
Huwag ka na magturo.
Hindi, wag ka na magturo. Diyan ka na lang, tumayo ka na lang, maging estatwa ka. And we are not like that. Nagsasaliksi kami to reform society. So, gusto nyo makinig sa amin? Then listen to the data. Sinusundan lang namin yung datos eh. Yan ang strength ng scientific investigation. Di ba? Kasi kinakalkal namin yan. Before then, we will say, I don't know, Ed. Hindi ko pa alam eh. Magkalkal pa ako. Magsasaliksik pa ako. That's why the most potent statement of a scholar is a statement that starts with I know. Because the predicate that comes after that will have to be defended. Who is the president who said, I know there are weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and, invaded that country, killed so many Iraqis and Americans? Then sabi niya, ay mali, wala pala. George W. Bush. I know there are, hindi ba si Powell pa?
Powell.
Ang yabang-yabang niya sa United Nations. Siya
And he
din.
had to apologize.
He had to apologize. Mali pala. Patres kayo, nag-apologize kayo, millions already
After
were
whole
killed.
region is destabilized
Up
and
to
ISIS
now.
rose.
Up to now is a failed state. It was what? 2003 ba yun?
2003.
Precisely. Oh my Lord. Why are we doing? That's why I like that you're interviewing us as scholars. Kasi we want scholarship to enter into our discourse. Huwag po tayong mag-listen-listen sa mga chismis dito, chismis doon. Okay, mag-umpisa ka ng chismis, sundan mo yung chismis hanggang maging hard evidence. That's the time you make a declaration. Diba? Kaya, I like also na, you remember the presidential debate?
Yeah.
I put in the front line the notion of geopolitics. Many people who do not know their map do not know that we are between the Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea. Ba, oo nga pala, ano yung mga ganun ba? Di ba? It's a nice feeling that, ngayon alam mo na. Yeah.
And now everybody seems to be dabbling in that.
Which is good.
Sana lang they go beyond social media. Kasi it's an easy trap to feel like you know
Iba
everything.
naman ang sectors eh. Like I'm teaching right now in the UP. I continue to teach on a Monday. Ano ba ngayon? Tuesday
You
ba
went
yun?
back to teaching. I thought you retired.
Yeah, I continue to teach. No? The only time na hindi ako magturo nung nasa cabinet ako. In fact, tinanong ko yung soldier natin kasi gusto ko nagtuturo eh. It keeps my mind
keeps you
alive. Yeah. Not only that, you have to study to teach a 3-hour seminar course eh. So I continue to teach. No? I teach geopolitics right now. And I like it even if I have basically the same syllabus. Every semester, you get different students who have a different take on Palestine, on Kashmir, on Cyprus. Iba-ibang istorya nila eh. This is a syllabus where wala akong titles for them to read. Bahala kayong magkalkal. Ang ganda eh. So like, we just discussed Kashmir last Monday. And tinitingnan ko how my students really related the conflict among China, Pakistan,
and India.
India, and the Kashmiris, of course. So every semester is not just a repeat of last semester. Pareho siyang geopolitics, pero iba-iba yung perspective ng mga bata. Iba-iba kasi every semester, di ba?
I really appreciate the. Well, of course, I don't call it geopolitics, but political history so much when I went abroad to visit other cultures and look at their histories. For
It's
example,
a large part of it.
Iraq, Iran, Mesopotamia,
The cradle of civilization.
all these things that the Code of Hammurabi.
Yes, wow.
So many things that people don't realize, and they cannot think beyond Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only one page in a whole book of history.
That's why I always say, Ed, there are as many stories as there are storytellers. And therefore, when you talk about EDSA, and really can have his own take on it, Punasan has not written on it. Aquino has written on it. Ramos has written on it. These are 5 people telling 5 different stories. Di
It's like
ba?
the Japanese, ano?
Bahala ka nang mamili. Ano ba yung gusto mong istorya ang tanggapin?
Mm.
Di ba?
Mm.
Yun that's the nature of storytelling. And science is really storytelling. Pagwapongan na lang ng hard evidence.
Mhm.
So if you have an array of stories, then you say, sino dito has the hardest evidence to support the predicate? Ay, to support the I know. So yung predicate mo. So yun na i-choose mo. It's the nature of science. It's just a fairly simplistic way of what to declare and what not to declare.
Ma'am, sir, I have to go into something harder kasi tinibla ako ng 15 minutes na lang. I wanna
Okay.
go into some of the issues that are also very important. I don't see you as pro-China.
I'm not. I'm neither pro nor anti.
You're critical engagement, I think, is more the word for it, or critical autonomy.
Let's put it this way. Maybe people interpret my support for the low politics of functional cooperation
Functional
rather
cooperation.
than high politics of territorial and sovereignty conflict, because those high politics areas will never be resolved because nobody owns the ocean. Okay? And so I say we shift gear. Let us set that aside. When Wang Yi was here, the foreign minister of China, I met with him more than 1 hour. And we were on the same page on this. Set aside natin yung territorial sovereignty issue, and let's move towards functional cooperation.
Like fishing agreements.
Marine scientists, Philippine Coast Guard and Chinese Coast Guard. Meron nga silang MOA eh. Keep on reminding people. Nung NSA ako, nakalkal ko yan, may MOA. Ibig sabihin, may legal framework ka na for talks to prosper. And I told that to the new ambassador. Sabi ko, Ambassador Kwan, because I met him several times sa embassy function and 2 other instances. And I said, Ambassador Kwan, you're new here, but when I was NSA, this is what I discovered. This is one of the ways by which you can navigate Philippine-China relations and do a reset, a rethink. Because we need a reset and rethink. Kasi sabi ni Bongbong, neighbor natin yan, partner natin yan, no? And we really have to live with them, no?
They're such a
Because
big
andyan na
neighbor.
siya eh. And nearly 90% of, you look at my 2 children, mukhang Chinese sila. Kasi yung lolo namin galing sa Fujian eh. Diba? So, sabi ko nga sa kanila, 90% of us really have links with you, ethnically. Kasi daming Chinese, mga Filipino-Chinese, Ako, di ba, ang sabi ng nanay ko, kanya ako musically inclined. Kasi ang lolo ko na galing sa Fujian is a musician, no? So parang, of course, hindi mo naman sasabihin genetically yun. Pero yung predisposition ko towards music, nakuha ko dun sa lolo-lolo ko. Parang ganon. So why are we not capitalizing on those?
Pero like everything else, diba, it's a balancing act eh. On one hand, of course, you wanna have practical agreements on all sides.
Yeah.
So, for example, sabi nga ninyo before, fishing agreements
Which work?
that we can agree on. Kailan ba ang fishing holiday? Kailan hindi?
We just finished that book, by the way, if I may do a little commercial. We just finished it 2 weeks ago, Regional Fishing Agreement. And naghahanap pa kami ng salapi para i-print yun, no? Kasi ginawa lang namin, alam mo, yung book copy, papagawa mo lang siya, parang facsimile siya ng book. Then sabi ko, maghanap tayo ng salapi para i-print yun, para ma-disseminate, di ba? Sinulat na nga namin eh. Then there's another book which we finished, yung R2P, Responsibility to Protect. The responsibility to protect is really for genocide, crimes against humanity. Ang ginawa namin, in-extend namin yung principle to responsibility to protect the environment. Ang ganda, di ba? Extend mo lang siya. Ito, human being. Ngayon, extend mo siya sa ecology of the South China Sea. Yung 2 libro na yun, sana malimbag siya at maibigay sa I don't care about selling them. I can have it for free and we can digitize
Make it
it.
an e-book.
Oo, di ba? Basahin ninyo. Medyo mahaba lang eh. Isang 150, isang 130 ata. Magbasa kayo. Di na nga nagbabasa yung mga tao ngayon. Magbasa kayo. Diba?
Pero nga, sabi nga, high politics and low politics.
Yeah.
On one hand, you're looking at practical agreements that could move things forward. But on the other hand as well, you still have sticky issues that kahit paano have repercussions down the line.
Yeah, what's the rationale behind this? When you engage in functional cooperation, marine scientists, academics like us, students, journalists like you engender camaraderie, goodwill, confidence. Then when it is time for you to move into more sticky and sensitive areas, tinanim mo na yung goodwill.
Mhm.
Nakita mo, pag nagkaroon ng
Yeah.
spillover, if
Yeah.
at all you're going to talk about territory and sovereignty, may goodwill ka ng tinanim. Yan yung basic philosophy ng the low politics, high politics dichotomy.
Mhm. But where are we right now as far as that is concerned, from your perspective? Of course, you've seen the back and forth between the embassy here and members of the Senate, and of course also the Coast Guard
Yeah,
spokesman.
but I wish everybody will just shut up, no? And unfortunately, ang DFA, ang tagal, ang bagal mag-move. Nito lang sila humarang ang sinabi, asking for sobriety. Dapat kasi gawin ng DFA, yung mga senators or other relevant groups, mag-brief sila. Brief them about Philippine-China relations, pakita nila yung pluses and minuses ng ating relationship, and talk about the high politics and low politics. Pero man, it's not anything. When I was president of National Defense College, ini-interview mo na ako noon, remember?
I remember. Sa Aguinaldo.
Yan pa din ang pinupush ko. No, functional cooperation, because dingit sa kaalaman ng marami, ang marine scientist ng mga Filipino marine scientist, kasi kapitbahay ko sa UP yung isa doon, si Dr. Mike Fortes, and Chinese marine scientists have been cooperating for many, many decades. And they're not talking about territory. They're talking about the fish, the sea plants. Diba? Because that's what scientists talk about.
That's also what the fishermen talk about.
Precisely. They're talking about the fish. Kailan tayo mag-fish, kailangan may fishing holiday. Kanya nga nung si Wang Silian, the ambassador, sabi ko, ba't naman kayo nagdeklara ng fishing holiday? Hindi nyo naman kami tinanong. Aba, parang 3 buwan hindi mangingisda. No, kasi para daw sa kanilang local fishermen. What about our fishermen? Hindi nyo naman kami tinanong. Nangingisda din kami dyan sa karagatan na pinag-aawayan natin. Diba? And I keep on, every opportunity I have, whether I'm in Manila or in Beijing or in Shanghai, I just keep on pounding on this same thing.
You're also pushing back.
Yeah, I just have to keep on pounding on this because I'm a scholar, I don't belong to any political group, and I'm simply pushing this because the empirical literature tells me that it works. That it works. But hindi nyo i-try. Diba? It's not me declaring it. It's empirical data telling you that it will work. Because I teach a course on regional integration. Sa regional integration, if you look at Mercosur, if you look at the EU, nag-umpisa yung cooperation nila incrementally And they started with functional cooperation. Cooperation with the coal and steel community, yung mga workers, di ba? Ngayon lang naman sila umaakyat sa political cooperation. And they're having problems there. Kasi sensitive area na yon. Di ba? Nakita mo, nag-aaway si Orban ng Hungary, si von der Leyen, si Rutte ng NATO. Nag-aaway sila kasi sensitive na, high politics na. But during the time na pinapag-usapan pila ng iba natin yung GMO. Sige, iba natin yung GMO. European policy yan. Kasi hindi siya sensitive. But the moment it went into the territory ng mga political aspects of their life, dyan sila hindi nakakakuha ng collective action.
Ma'am, kami ako ng konti. Okay, we've talked about China a bit, but the US, before you also issued a caution, let's not be over-dependent on the US. Of course, they're an ally, but may limitasyon yan. Hanggang saan sila tutulong, hanggang saan sila tutulak. Now we have EDCA sites, we have additional EDCA sites under this administration.
Siguro historical footnote, Ed. Sometime October or November, inutusan ako ni President to be the head of a technical working group. Kasi mag-expire na yung EDCA Remember, the EDCA is paaya ng Mutual Defense Treaty. BFA, MILSA, ganyan. So sabi niya, tatlo yung inutusan niya, ako yung team leader. DND, DFA, at ako, National Security Council. Siya yung chair noon, ako yung vice chair. So yan. And then, parang nagalit ng mga Amerikano na bakit ko daw pinapakailaman ng Mutual Defense Treaty. Yun yung mother treaty Hindi mo pwedeng pakailaman yung EDCA. Yun yung mother So, dun siguro nag-umpisa yung, ito si Carlos ay hindi natin kaalyansa, etc. Because, ang una kong patingin nga nung EDCA sites. Kasi sabi nila, nilalagyan nila yan ng equipment ng Amerika for disaster management.
Yeah.
So, so sabi ko sa DFA, maghanap ka nga ng EDSA site na malapit sa atin dito sa Manila. Somewhere in Zambales ata, I don't know where. Sabi niya, ay ma'am, nag-occur na kami, wala kayong makikita doon kasi hindi naman pinapansin ng mga Amerikano yan. 5 pa lang yan Di ba? 5 pa yun. And then it became 9. This was after I left in mid-January, hindi ba? And maybe it's just as well na wala na ako doon when you look back.
So you don't agree with the
Certainly not.
beefing up the EDCA sites
Yeah,
with additionals.
certainly not. I
And-
don't
and-
agree with what we're doing, that nakikisawsaw tayo sa Taiwan. The president has many, many times declared a one China policy.
Mhm.
Ka makikisawsaw sa Taiwan, sinabi mo na nga one China eh.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
I also suppose that that question is all the more critical now that you have Trump in office and you don't know exactly where.
Yeah, sinabi na naman ni Trump, ang layo-layo ng Taiwan. Hindi ako hindi ako magsasayang ng isang buhay ng isang soldier diyan.
Mm,
Siyempre, si Trump mahilig sa hyperbole.
hyperbole. Mm.
Sabi niya, yan 2 minutes lang away from the mainland. Trump also, sometimes kibrusko siya. Marami din siyang alam.
Mhm, mhm.
In fact, Trump was good for our region yung first time, di ba? Nakipag-meet siya kay Kim Jong-un. Kinross
North
niya yung
Korea.
sa Panmunjom na, ano nga ba itong linya na to? Wala akong pakialam sa linya na to.
Mhm.
Sinabi pa niya kay Kim Jong-un, halika mag-hamburger tayo. Di ba? Let's talk. Kay Raisi ng Iran,
Mhm.
sabi niya, halika mag-usap tayo. Di ba?
Yeah, but if he pursues his corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, then
He
a
expanded.
more focus on the Western Hemisphere, at least on the American Hemisphere, than possibly Asia. And where would that leave us in case of something bruising between Taiwan and China?
Kasi Taiwan, it's only US and tayong katangahan natin, susunod-sunod tayo sa kanilang articulation. What makes it an issue? Otherwise, makinig kasi sinasabi ni Trump ngayon, wala na yun. In-expand niya yung Monroe Doctrine.
Mhm.
In fact, it's an easy piece. I call it an easy piece, Ed, kasi sabi niya, ikaw, Putin, bala ka dyan sa Ukraine, etc. Ako dito, ako sa
This is
sa
my
Western Hemisphere,
neighborhood.
Although hindi niya in-spell out, he practically told China, area of responsibility mo yan. And we would hope that China would be a benevolent hegemon. Benevolent meaning, huwag ka naman mag-asta-asta another Sangano. Hindi namin kailangan ng another Sangano. That's why I keep on pushing yung multipolarity. We do not want any one or two hegemons.
Mhm.
Lahat tayo, magsumikap tayo to be economically sufficient, no, to really bring better quality of life for all our citizens. And like that, whatever it takes to do that, kaya sabi ko nga, in one of my memos to the president, let's join the BRICS. Let's join the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Kasi dyan tayo makakatinda ng mangga, pineapple, virgin coconut oil. Anything that makes our economy more robust is where we should go. Yung military alliances, they're all passé. For God's sake, there's no enemy. Ang enemy, climate change. Wala namang enemy. Dito tayo yung...
Ang enemy is also
Unfortunately.
scarcity of goods and
Yes. That's why hindi ba nung NSA ako, agad kong dineclare na national security is human security.
Mhm.
Security mo na lumabas ka ng bahay mo,
Because that's why people
babalik
go
ka,
to war.
buhay ka pa din. Di ba?
Because that's also why people go to war more than anything, because they want something to eat. They want food on the
Yeah,
table.
but why? There are other routes to security of the human being. Why does it have to be war? Di ba? Ngayon, parang ginawa niyang na 50% yung ng kanilang defense. Nagpunta ka na ba sa Amerika? Doon kasi nakatira yung half of my family. My son lives there. Drug addicts, nagkalat sa daan sa Washington DC, yung mga tent. No, baho-baho, so smelly, and hindi nila mapaalis. Pag alis nila bukas, andyan na naman. Tapos ikaw, naglalagay ka ng pera ng bilyones, trillion pa nga sa defense. Para ke?
Mhm.
Diba? For what? Dapat yung quality of life ng Americans ang pakialaman mo. Di mo man nakita, lahat sila, have you been to San Francisco?
I haven't been in
Oh
the
my
US
God.
since
That's not one
2011.
place ka huwag ka na magpunta, no? Oh my Lord.
Ma'am, teka ma'am, I cannot let you go without going into to Philippine politics.
Okay.
Want to talk about the Philippine party system and also political psychology. Kahit pa paano,
Yeah, okay.
from your perspective, it's medyo ang lawak na to. Where did we go wrong?
Yeah, why are we where we are right now? A lot of
And are we
reasons.
gonna get any better? Or are we
Yeah. You know,
going
when you-
down?
Ed, when you hit the bottom, saan ka pupunta? Akyat ka, di ba?
Not always. Some people dig.
Kung semento yun, huwag ka na mag-dig. Ako, I'm
Ma'am,
optimist kasi
we've
ako
had
eh.
several times when we thought we've hit rock bottom. Come on, di ba? Several times. We
Yeah.
thought we cracked
Marami
bottom,
kasing
and then
errors
we
in,
end up digging some more.
marami kasing errors in judgment and leadership natin. We're talking leadership all around in the three branches, no? And then they're hemmed in by the Byzantine bureaucracy, which is really something na,
Byzantine.
kasi masalimuot di ba? That's the only word to describe it, by the way.
I know. I like the
Yeah.
way you used it. Byzantine.
And nung second cabinet meeting namin, declare ni President na we're following a policy of right-sizing. Agad ako nagtaas ng
remember that.
kamay. Sabi ko, Mr. President, with all due respect, I wrote a book on bureaucratic reform. And no one agency will abolish itself. No one agency will merge itself with another. It is to be done by an external entity. And usually that external entity is a presidential commission on right-sizing government, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, I think he dropped it for, ang dami kasing problema ng ano. Why are we where we are now? Quick and dirty answer. Pag sinabing quick and dirty answer, it means kulang ako sa saliksik. Pero right now, ang nakikita ko ganito. We have a very broken political party system.
Yeah.
Why do you have political dynasties? Kasi the vetting. O EDA, hindi yan, ang nag-choose hindi political party. Nag-choose from some other. Nag-meet-meet sa isang restaurant. Sige, si Ed na lang, paranin natin, ganyan yan. Bigyan natin yan ng salapi.
Para may tao tayo doon. Yeah.
Di ba? The vetting is not done within the political party. And because your political party is broken, ikaw yan, nagpapromesa ka, sabi ko, mag-isa ka lang nagpapromesa ka, sinong gagawa niyan? Political party mo. Tignan mo sa Brexit. Sabi ng Conservative Party, if we win, we will get Great Britain out of the EU. Policy nila yun. So you vote Conservative. They voted Conservative. They got out of the EU. Of course, ngayon, marami na silang ayaw na nila, babalik na sila. If the Labour comes back. So, when you have a broken political party system, dugtong-dugtong na yung inyong infirmity. Yung
But will we ever get to fix it? Kasi ilang beses na sa Kongreso merong political party reform bill, hindi umuusad.
Yeah, mainly because human being as it is, you are not going to vote for something that will harm you. Yan nga yun ang basis ng majority rule. Oo. I mean, people, when you think about it, fundamental. I am not going to vote for something that will harm me. That's why democracy is based on numbers, di ba? You assume that given a population, whatever number, let's say 96, ilan ba tayo? 69 voters.
Okay.
69 million qualified voters. Ceteris paribus, all things considered, they will vote for something that will benefit them. And according to Adam Smith, you add up all the individual interests and it will add to societal interests. How that happens is what he calls the invisible hand. Diba? Pero malalim na yung discussion na yun. Let's not go there anymore. But
but that's really, assuming that they know what's good for them.
Yeah. And usually we know what's good for me. Gusto ko may tubig, gusto ko may electricity. Basic lang naman ako eh. And gusto ko meron akong okra sa umaga, nagsasasaw ng bagoong. Simpleng buhay, no? Yung mga basic ba? Nothing grandiose or anything like that. So, you have a broken political party system. That's why in the last committee hearing where I talked about political dynasties, I said something like, political dynasties is a symptom of the infirmity of the political system. No? And I propose something like, first of all, do something about the electoral system, where yung makakuha ka ng 100, yung opponent mo nakakuha 99, panalo ka. Paano naman yung 99? So, nasa libro ko yun. Wala naman nagbabasa ng libro ko and yung electoral reform.
Ma'am, chop it up, put it on social media. Even do a TikTok about it. I mean, unfortunately, even news is having problems now because of that.
I know, but I think we have more pluses than minuses, given that. Kasi gustong-gusto ko yung social media because, well, I was able to locate my relatives na hindi ko nakilala. Second of all, it's really a platform for linking with the world.
Well, actually, that's what it is, networking.
That's what it should be.
But people have turned it into their newspaper and their research tool. Ang
ganda ng social media, di ba? Meron tungkol dun sa mga bulaklak, mga paano magluto ng ganyan, di ba?
Ma'am, teka, before we leave the dynasties issue, I just have a very, very distinct example of one of the problems of dynasties. In the last elections, kasi I went down to BARM.
Okay.
Husband, wife, son.
Dugtong-dugtong na yan, clan.
Ran for governor of 3 different provinces.
Kaya?
Maguindanao del Norte, del Sur, and Sultan Kudarat.
Nanalo?
Dalawa nanalo.
Dalawa na lang.
But one family
Yeah.
governor in 3 provinces. That was that was
Actually,
the
ang ano mo dyan, ang main, ba't ayaw natin? Siyempre lahat ayaw. Kasi hindi level ang playing field,
Yeah.
tabingi. And on democracy, dapat everyone has a right to vote and to be voted upon. That's not true. Nakatabingi. So, bukod pa sa meron silang salapi para magbili-bili ng boto, and then you have a voter population na hindi mataas ang level of discernment and hindi adequately informed. Ilagay mo yung ganong combination and voila, you will have continuing political dynasty. Ang ayaw ko kasi, Ed, yung gawin mong sabihin mo, political dynasty, therefore poverty. Walang ganon eh. Walang causality.
Causation is not
yung
proven yet.
causation. Rare, if at all, no? I challenge anyone to give me a causality
It's more
statement in social
correlation,
science.
I suppose.
Correlation ng highest level eh. Association, Because how can I see poverty na, nakikita ko yung poverty which is a dependent variable, hindi naman dynasty yung governors. Di ba? Hindi naman galing sa dynasty. So therefore, na-demolish mo na yung argument na political dynasty, therefore poverty. Ganun eh. There's something wrong with the research design. And ang daming bumatikos sa akin, sabi ko, pag binatikos niyo ako, present a better research design. Ganun eh. Pag binatikos mo yung empirical evidence ko, give me harder evidence. Huwag mo ako murahin. Kasi mali eh, off tangent ka eh. Ba't mo ako pinapakalaman? Unang-una, hindi mo nga ako kilala. Ang bungguin mo, yung claim ko, yung knowledge claim ko, I know that. All things being equal, all things considered, this is what is more likely to happen. Kamukha yung sinabi mo nga na, imbis na air-conditioned room, konti na nga ang salapi mo, ibigay mo sa guro. Kasi that is what the empirical evidence suggests to you. Effective learning will come about because number 1, yung mastery of the subject matter. Ano ginawa ng social media? Di binati ko sa konsama dating, sabi ko, ay, ewan.
Don't
Diba?
sweat over it. It's one of those things. Okay, sorry. Last question. I'm sure your students ask you, if they don't, I would want to ask you if I was
Yeah.
your student. Ma'am, 4 na dekada na po kayo nagtuturo ng political
Nim, ano ka?
science.
60 years.
I'm sorry, sir, before you retired kasi in 2011.
Before, 45 years. Oo.
Okay.
45 years. Oo.
So yun yung reference ko, sorry. I
Oo.
didn't know kasi you went back to teaching. Pero in so many decades of teaching, you would have already distilled what you want to happen siguro in your mind.
Of course.
Na ito ang solusyon, kahit paano pinakamalapit na solusyon sa problema ng Pilipinas.
Yeah. I-revise mo yung 87 Constitution kasi yan ang legal framework. Yan ang basic law. Move towards federalism, move towards parliamentary system. But you don't have time to discuss it. It's a very involved discussion. That might be for...
But it's a changing system. What you're
Because
looking
when
at
you
is
do
a
that,
changing system.
yung sinabi ko sa yung quick and dirty analysis natin, the parties will be compelled to be disciplined. Then the electoral system will change.
Yeah.
You will not campaign for 3 months na kailangan mo maraming salapi. You will only campaign for 2 weeks. Nakita mo si Sanei Takaichi, dinisolve yung parliament ng Japan, di ba? 2 weeks silang because you're only running in the electoral constituency, an electoral district. Hindi mo kailangan dumapa sa buong archipelago. And therefore, 2 weeks ang kailangan mo. And then the political parties, meron silang sinasabing, ito yung party ng LDP ha, ito yung sa Kumeito ha, ito yung ganito. Ibig sabihin, nakaka-choose sila. Ngayon, hindi nakaka-choose kasi magkakamukha nga yan eh. Hindi ba? Pare-pare yung
Kamukha nila
sinasabi
yung founder nila.
Precisely.
In the Philippines,
And it's
diba?
usually personality-oriented,
Yeah.
no? Si Miriam Defensor, nagtagtag ng party nung nawala
PRP.
siya. Nawala yung political. That is not how political parties will work in a parliamentary system. You don't need to wait for a disciplined political party. That system will compel the political parties to be disciplined. Otherwise, they're out of the political game. Yun eh.
But will politicians want to revise the Constitution to put that in place?
If they're properly informed, that's the reason why I want scholars to really be in the center of this campaign. They're going to support it. Pag pinakita mo yung evidence, presidential versus parliamentary, unitary versus federal, wala na nga na unitary system. The unitary system is for colonial governments. Lahat na nangyayari sa local, di ba? Federalize it. May problema ka sa BARM, you said you went to BARM. Bigay mo sa kanila yung full autonomy, except defense and paggawa ng pera.
And
Bigay mo lahat sa kanila.
monetary policy.
Magkamali sila, problema nyo yun. Kayo nagkamali eh. Huwag natin silang, ano tawag nun? Cuddle. Biyaan mo sila magkamali. Hindi ba? From errors will arise yung solution.
Learnings.
Di ba? Pabayaan mo magkamali, pabayaan mo malubak. Patayuin mo pagkatapos malubak. I mean, gaano kalalim na yung mga lubak sa buhay ko now that I'm 80 years old, in my 8th, decade. Ang dami. Pero siyempre, iiyak-iyak ako a few days, then pagkatapos, tatayo uli ako. Yun ako eh. That's how, I don't know, what is the term? Resilience is not something I want to use kasi meron siyang bad connotation.
Should I say stubborn?
Hard-headed actually. Yun na nga.
Dr. Clarita Carlos, maraming salamat for joining us today. Thank you
Sige.
for your time and thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you for having me.